hell of a good player and playing on the Batrider this time.
Yep, very confident hero, plays it a ton. And yeah, he's already spamming the Zy J in the mid lane, of course, so we're gonna have to be looking at those on the floor all the time. Puppy.
Some trouble, getting chased on down. They move on in, and Boxy with Insania pair together to get the first blood. So
making some early moves.
Grezzo even tried to use his Wolf to tank some of those battery assaults, but nope, couldn't actually do enough.
was the one that knocked them out of TI at a chance for a grand finals, looking for a little bit of retribution here. The Liquid squad came to play.
Look at bottom. They're already setting up again for the Razor.
And Chrysalis able to throw it out, but the catch is there. Boxy, chase, couple more hits. That's all they need. The tree armor is very good. And Boxy, can he trade over the aggro in time? Won't be able to. Zayats picks up that kill, but the big one is another core dropping for Secret.
And they're forcing reactions bottom. So again, I mean, they probably can't even press. Okay, bit deep.
Under tier 2 tower, they force a TP from the tree. I don't think they're going to be able to stop this from happening. And yeah, they just walk away on the rest of Liquid. It's a DD for Boom, but immediately bringing him down. The Cogs push back, tries to remnant through and get away. And the Wrath of Nature, it's enough with the Boxy hit to get the kill, but can they bring down Nisha? Trying to punch him. Zayat's right on top. It's pretty good hits, but with the stick charges, it was never going to be enough.
Look at they're feeling themselves. So they want people to buy their support pack. Look at that spam of their own voices, and they get the Dominator creep too. These strong cores.
Yeah.
Strong early game cores, that is, with this type of lead.
Insania also has Sleight of Fist, so if he spots Zayats there, that's a pretty easy jump. And in fact, they spot the ward, see him, hook shot in.
Found him.
Yeah, that tree is not going to be living that long. So a heads-up play, and Liquid, they bring numbers to secure this tower.
You can do the slight plus lift thing too, so Boom have to actually be careful. They actually get it on him.
And then immediately, the connection's there. He thought he was safe. He was, maybe? No, he dies.
He burns out.
Oh, it hurts.
It does.
I mean, popped regen.
He did. And now Puppy also getting surrounded.
You see anybody on the lane, you are immediately going to get jumped on here. They doesn't even have the Orchid yet, but Zai and Mickey just pair together, get the kill after the tower, and head immediately mid.
Maybe they can get something. Can they get a good route?
This would be big, but the Cogs laid out perfectly. And Zai, he pushes himself to the other side of the Cogs. The route's still going to be there, so they get the kill on the MP. And that is something Secret needed. They can't afford to give up that mid tower.
No. Expensive hold, though. That is both the and I don't know what it is.
Yeah,
I'm trying to find it as well this whole time. I'm like, okay, they have Enfeeble and stuff like that, but the Morphin already has like Manta, so you have no real counters versus him at all. As now mid lane.
Ooh, okay, Puppy lives for a second and still burning down little by little, even hookshotting right on top of him. Boxy says, you're not getting away with that one for free. Chrysalis has to run away, and instead they get the pullback. Resolution runs in, wants to find this kill into Boxy, gets one. Can he get another? Insania is in his sights. The overgrowth is there, so they kill off both of the supports. Can they find anything else? Chrysalis actually lives.
Can they get Nisha?
This would be huge.
He has BKB TP if he really wants to, as Mickey is actually zoning away the tree.
Oh no. All right, everybody run. Try to get out of there. The real cores have arrived. Zayat's hiding, but there is no real hiding from this. BKB, like you said, at the ready, but Nisha, he holds on and can just walk away safely.
Oh, Puppy. Hello.
Right?
See you later.
Okay. Maybe going for a snipe.
I mean, they're going to immediately get that D ward, I think, too. They already have the sentry on low ground.
Yeah, that one hurts.
They have no vision. They have
another move with Rubik and Clockwork heading out across the map. Nisha,
vision here.
Fiend's Grip could be a big play. The root is there. Thinks about going for it. They have the Fiend's Grip immediately broken. Stolen Fiend's Grip. Oh no, that's not the way that's supposed to go. Zaya dead. Dude, they were so ready. Oh my god.
Instant D ward on that one. The other ward as well too. It's still on the cliff, but probably going to die in a second too. This might just be a desperation play. They're just like, maybe we just try to have to run into Roche, but using the Wolves to scout Nisha.
Yeah, they see some things. Hook shot behind.
Fine Puppy.
Get the poor old Bane, and with the TP coming in from Zai, he's kind of in no man's land, but they're going to kill Boxy first. Eyes immediately onto the NP. He's going to die here. Zayat's barely living, but Insania ends that one now. Nisha backs away, still has the BKB ready, and it looks like they're going to have to be able to just but no jump.
Look at their heat map right now. They are just trapped in the base at 22 minutes with a Lycan draft. That usually is just, yeah, that usually says the whole tale of the game here from the early game.
One tower taken up top. As Puppy
Oh, he's just in. Look at Mickey.
jumps immediately. Puppy gone. Mickey gets the link off now, trading the hit over. Chrysalis does have his BKB, but they're going to back away. And, well, now the connection resolution, he's in a little bit of trouble. Zai chases forward, wants to find a couple more hits if they can. They did kill off that Rubik, but now Chrysalis is in pretty far. But Mickey doesn't feel...
The shard into the Aghanims is something I at least haven't seen too much in recent times. Works really well when you have this type of an advantage.
Nisha, threatening high ground. They grip and immediately broken, and now they pull back out Chrysalis. He's still doing a lot of damage to Nisha, actually. Do they have enough to bring him down? Punches come in from Zai. He's fully controlled, dropping low, but able to live. And now Zai, he gets turned on by resolution, but Mickey's shown up. The big bad Morphlane ready to chase. Can he get the slight chains? Doesn't quite look like it, but they killed off Zai. So, Overgrowth, the chase. Boxy there, okay. Mickey's still looking for more kills off Boom. He didn't have an answer for that one.
I just saw that right, by the way. His monster kill on Rezo during all of this game.
Zai is waiting. Zayat's there. And they do have wards in the area which scouted him, so they did see him, yeah.
They're starting to swing over, yeah. They actually use a smoke, so they're able to spot everything over through here. And oh, Boxy.
And connects, finds one. Rezo, that's the good target to get. Tries to switch over into wolf form, doesn't have a chance.
Big money.
Now Chrysalis, he's gonna have to TP away, but does he have enough? No! Mickey is too strong on this Morphling.
Oh, they might call it. This is looking, I mean, it's been looking pretty impossible, but now after that, you're one. And probably look, I mean, the Roche will be spawning in about, I mean, can be spawning in about a minute, but secret, they're just trapped. So game could just end in a fight outside here, or Liquid can play it patient. Puppy's stepping up far.
Dude, this guy's crazy. Hook shot in. He goes down. They're hoping for something there. Zai on the side. Zayat's able to get the Overgrowth, but it's not looking like enough damage. Yule Scepter to try and keep the Ember alive for a moment. Does he have a way to get out of there? Remnants to escape. Okay. Boom. Does manage to get away. So 2 supports dead. Now Liquid, they pop BKB. They're ready to go. Another link there onto Chrysalis. The game is breaking with how good Liquid look right now. And GG is called. What a clean game one.
Wow, that's all I can really say. They didn't really sacrifice any of their cores much. Zai a couple of times does die, but that's always been the name for Zai, right? He's always a little bit of that sacrificial lamb from the offlane. So he just sets up such a beautiful game, really. I don't know what else you can ask for. If you're a Liquid fan, that was kind of the perfect showing. If you're a Secret fan, I think it's a little bit back to drawing board. It looked a bit hard with the way they set up the draft, right? The Ember versus that Bat, and I mean, we really got to see how explosive that was.
I mean, that's the thing to me that's really interesting too, is I think back to like what was the point where Secret could have made different moves, and it felt like everything was just off of that laning stage. So maybe just in the draft next time needing to show far, a lot of things are similar, a couple things got changed though.
Yeah, very similar kind of style, very quick, very aggressive. They're gonna look to dominate early game, early map.
Yeah, and speaking of dominating, Zayats. Uh-oh. Oh no,
he's
the
trapped.
The trees.
They betrayed him.
They're always there every time. Oh my god.
And Nisha gets the first blood. And now even looking perhaps for Puppy, it's a almost full duration battery assault.
Dude, picking up right where we left off. Liquid bullying immediately onto Secret, and oh, Puppy, is he gonna go down too? Doesn't have shards again, and in fact, they're gonna be able to kill him.
All right, well, they are going to be doing lane swaps, though, so they are trying to dodge that Razor versus Nature's Prophet. They put the Mirana down bottom, but this also still
just onto Rezo.
He needs this level 4 desperately. They're going to continue just putting pressure onto him otherwise.
And every creep getting denied out by Zai right now. So it's slowing it down that much further.
Oh, man, Nisha's really just starting to pull way too far ahead. 31-10 to 16-1.
Dude.
He's bullying him away. Top.
They get the kill onto Puppy. Saw down bottom there, they used Starstorm and was still getting denied out by Zai. They catch now onto Zai. It's Boxy, though. He's kind of low. Is he going to die first? He ends up getting away. Actually, the leap forward. Rezo finally gets it. That secures him a kill.
All right, well, somebody died, so somebody can refill the bottle now for
there
Boom.
It is.
That's the good news, at least for them there. But
they couldn't go for it. And yeah, if Boom goes down here, the rotation coming in from Zai, they catch him in the cogs. Wants to get away. A couple more hits is all he needs. He's barely living. But again, being zoned out this far is kind of wild. The stun, not quite there, dude. Boxy.
He's going in.
Boxy.
He's got him.
You legend.
Oh my God, I cannot believe it.
Listen, I am never stopping. That's what he was saying right there, I am sure.
There's a lot of people mentioned this at TI as well, but Boxy has, since TI has just been absolutely on fire. Up top, They'll also find Crystal. Again, hitting on all cylinders. This is crazy.
They're absolutely slaying. I just like winning. That's the call from Mickey. It's a cucumber.
Such a cool play. It's because of the Arcane rune, right? It's like, if he didn't have Arcane, yeah, look at, I mean, you have to be happy about that.
Yeah, take a sip, champ.
Such a good play. And they're now continuing to put pressure. They're looking to invade again, another D ward, and they always have the Wrath of Nature. So when you're behind, Wrath's going to come in. It's going to be incredibly strongest.
Wow.
He's just gone.
Dude, this is really a problem for Secret.
Holy moly.
It's very similar feels to what happened last time. Now, there's... Okay.
Okay.
All right, Boxy.
Maybe they can set up here, but Boxy, he's done this multiple times. He's been the sacrifice.
Hello. How are you? So they managed to get a little bit of retribution here. Boxy gets brought down.
Maybe they can get Nisha here, too. They get the haste.
Oh, trying. This would be big. Nisha under control. They have the shards ready. Doesn't have a way out of there. And so they bring 4, get 2 kills. Good rotation in. And Rezo having 6 has set that all up.
Yeah. Good move. They actually dragged the wave, though. Look at this.
Time. Nisha back at home. Hitting tower. Boxy is nearby, ready to protect him.
Zai's here, too. Tower's going to get finished off. Boxy not quite 6. The courier is bringing the tome.
Boxy blocking the way, is going to get hit by that stun. Then retreats back. Insania just gives his life for that, but that is the full tower done now. Chrysalis
is in.
He's on top of him. Can they kill him off? Snowball. The chase comes. They don't quite get the stun. Nisha's still barely living, but eventually falls. Mickey shows up. Avalanche. The Nas is not quite there, but the Wrath of Nature damage coming from Zai, and then Insania comes in for the cleanup. Boom, completely alone now. Liquid show up with bigger numbers.
I can't. I think they lands everybody with the Avalanche toss combo, and then they land the Wrath on almost everyone too. It was looking great for Secret, but Liquid again. It actually looks like they had almost like messed up the combo there because of the lift play, but it didn't matter because he ended up stealing Plasma Field. And now they're on the hunt again. Secret, they're actually gonna run right into Liquid. Whoop.
Oh, hook shot off the mark. Boom. Gets a little bit away. Puppy. Kind of alone there, but now Boom moving in and the stolen stun. So trade-off there of the supports. Resolution wanting to find a kill here onto Insania with Zayats in the area. Does he manage to get away? Does not appear so.
They look like they might go back in. There's an Avalanche in too.
Wants to find more. Can they do it? Nisha's there too. Great Avalanche. Tosses him right onto it. And Resolution has to run away. They're just so fast.
They're so quick. Every single time it feels like they always have the +1 concept of you can suffer versus Link, but you also always have the toss play, and you have high bursts. So I think Liquid's just got everything planned out perfectly.
Well, they decide to go and find themselves Chrysalis.
That's an Ags on
With
Zai.
Zai moving in. He's rooted for forever. Gonna get caught. Both of the other 2 heroes over on the side. Stolen Overgrowth can't throw it out in time. Would have been huge to turn that around with Boom showing up. In fact, they might be able to do enough, but Nisha's there. He does so much damage. The ranged light right clickers, like you're talking about, Fogged, just dismantled all of Secret.
They're so, like, both of them really in a way, right? The sniper and the nature's.
It's so hard to play against the double nuke Rubik when he can just solo do that in a lane. But Zai,
they have
is he going to be the one that gets caught? It looks like it. Snowball is there to break the TP, uses Walrus Punch also.
They're rooted.
And the hook shot, the catch onto both. Do they have the damage that they need? Zai's under control there, but I don't know if they're going to be able to bring him down. He's barely living. Insania now also very low, but they don't want to feel comfortable going any further as they jump in and find the Fade Bolt. Who's ganking who? And Puppy wanting to escape. Nisha's gonna hunt him down. The old captain, will they find him? Just barely on the mark. Insania is the one that actually picks up the kill.
This Wrath of Nature is just owning so hard. There he gets it off before they get the initial go on him. First 20 minutes.
And with the momentum going in their favor, they're not gonna give up any easy kills here. As Rezo wants to push out up top, Zai spots him. And as soon as he goes, ooh, Curse of the Old Growth, and the Tiny moves in. You show on a lane, like he walked from bottom all the way up through there, shows on the lane for 1 second and just dies.
Yeah, and he thinks there's a ward there now too because of how fast they made the move to jump him. Now they're gonna get a tower, just shrinking the map. Boom also now under pressure.
Stolen, Lightning Storm, Zayat's there, Boom's in trouble, he's gonna fall, Zayat's gonna go down, they are getting torn to shreds.
Good
Secret,
God.
they don't have an answer to any of this. Liquid are killing it.
Yeah, I don't even know how to say anything else. Liquid is just decimated. Massive.
I'll tell you what, if I was Chrysalis, I wouldn't be playing Razor in my pubs again for a little while. This has been a rough series for him. And they have come up with the perfect answers. Ava, toss back. This is what he was hoping he could make the fight happen with the Bloodstone, but with everybody surrounding him and no help, Boom is going to die again. Secret not doing what they need, and well, Boxy, the chase there is going to be the wrath of nature. Waits for the snowball. Boxy, does he go for it? Oh, he's waiting.
He's doing it.
The Assassinate's there, and a couple more hits. Cogs push back, gets the kill.
Oh, they found another.
They do it in style. He's like, yeah, surely you can come in there and save him. Zayat's also going to drop. Everywhere you go, Team Liquid, they just like winning.
Good lord, they might even just call it. Honestly, it feels like pretty soon.
Invis, though, sees both of them. All right, concussive grenade already used, and Nisha, they're trying to get on him. Nisha's stunned for a long time. Has to pop the BKB and leap away, though, with everybody else in the area. Boom decides to go in now. Oh, no, this is not the way it was meant to go. A little zig when they should have zagged, and Secret, they're going to lose to Liquid. Keep the ball rolling. Zai right there on top of him. Puppy's going to get the walrus punch, but then the assassinate, the kill. Nisha takes down his old captain, and they're going to head high ground.
Yeah, that was the BKB reveal, at least from the Mirana.
And catch us if you can is the call for my solution. I love Dota so much. Using the Team Liquid lines. It's, you know, a little bit of love back and forth there between these two teams.
Uh-oh.
Mickey finds one. Zayat's there. Toss, but the snowball dodges some of the damage. Zayat's eventually goes down. Chrysalis right on top of them all is on Insania, now trying to kill Nisha.
They're on him.
Is this going to be enough? He doesn't have the Aegis. Insania's now dead. Oh, Liquid, what are you doing? Not like this. They're going to maybe lose another. They find Mickey. Secret, the high ground hold. And this is going to be a dive back after the Aegis. He's going down again. Oh my God. Team Secret, they somehow managed to hold after a dive comes from Liquid.
They hold the racks. I thought it was actually going to get brought down. Liquid, they jump forward for kills rather than just playing it safe. So, you know, sometimes that does happen for Liquid.
This is how Secret have made the big plays, though, in this game so far, as Roche is respawning Moonlight Shadow. They got the kill on Boxy earlier mid, together with the sniper. Can they do it again here? Insania, he has that gem, and they're going to find him right at the start. Force Staff, try and get away. Not going to happen. The kill happens, but the Ava toss, BKB out, boom. He's regenerating from all of this. Can they kill him? Are they going to have enough damage? Zayat's there with the overgrowth. There's so much damage as he's encapsulated in pain, and Zayat's not going to be able to TP away from that one.
And Chrysalis also.
As he is in some trouble now. Boxy there, Orchid, couple more hits, he gets out.
The Sprout doesn't actually catch him.
It's spread across the map. And yeah, you can see we're down to 3% here.
Yeah, you can feel it.
And Boxy breaks, hook shot through, stuns in the midst of the snowball because it hit. Chrysalis immediately gets the link broken. They don't have that many places to go here. Boom did get one kill. Can they find any more? His BKB wears off. Boom tries to invis to get out of there with the Moonlight Shadow. But in the end, it is still going to be Rezo and the tree gone.
Boxy again. Excellent performance on his 5 Rubik. Well, his 4 Rubik this game.
There it is. And Mickey, oh yeah, he has Greaves.
Yeah, he's super farmed this game.
Mickey has an Aghanim Scepter himself now, so
boy.
A jump in there with the limited armor we've been talking about.
They're gonna try.
Restless right on top. They throw it out. A big old volley. And Trees Boom does nothing. Didn't have a chance. And well, the chase is gonna be there. I think this is about gonna do it as Liquid just completely wiped the floor with Secret. GG is called.
My God.
That was pretty.
Yeah, that was brutal. I mean, clean games again. I feel like we're having a lot of games that just tend to be a bit one-sided. After the lanes, right, it felt Liquid just had so much an advantage just to be able to move around the map, and a similar draft that they had to